Mitashi Gaming Thunderbolt. Hi, I'm Nikhil Rastogi and you're watching Tech2 Reviews. The Mitashi Gaming Thunderbolt is a successor of Mitashi Gaming Thunder. It's basically an Android device with all the Android goodness attached to it with an Sony PSP themed device. But does it really work? Let's find out. The gaming handheld console is made of glossy plastic. It is sturdy enough, however, it's not much of a looker. On the buttons front, the feedback and the tactile feedback is pretty much okay. However, don't expect something like the Sony PSP. The screen is large enough to be at 4.3 inches with a 5-point multi-touch capacitive input. We're quite happy about the capacitive input part as the clicks of your finger register pretty well on the phone and it's quite responsive. However, what we did not like was the screen itself. The screen comes with a resolution of 480 by 272 pixels with a 160 dpi density. What this basically means is the screen, you can see the individual pixels of the screen, which honestly doesn't look all that nice. And when you're talking about viewing angles, the viewing angles are pretty bad. A slight tilt up or down or left or right, you will see that you cannot see what's on the screen there. So you have to keep it pretty much centered. However, we were not expecting an HD screen shoved into this. What we did want was a better quality screen. You will find mobile phones, Android mobile phones specifically, for around 5,000 to 6,000 rupees, which have better screen quality than what this handheld console has. So the console is a mixed bag of electronics. You basically have an Android phone or a tablet without calling functionality, with Android gaming handheld console in it, but with an identity crisis. Bear with me. You basically have a gaming console which is loaded to the brim with a lot of games, but the games this time are of the 80s era, 80s, 90s rather. You get 8-bit games, 16-bit games, 32-bit games, loaded to the brim. That's awesome, you would say? Not exactly. You also have free Android games preloaded into this console, but without the Google Play Store. That is weird, don't you think? The emulators do a great job at gaming and you can remap the keys as you seem fit. However, that's where the goodness of the gaming console ends. This is essentially an Android gaming console and unfortunately the games that are Android-based touchscreen games do not lend themselves to the hardware controls on this console. There is a tutorial here by Mitashi which tells you how to remap your touchscreen controls to your hardware gaming controls. While this may seem very good in theory, it actually doesn't work well in practice, which is quite unfortunate as I desperately tried for many, well, if not hours, for many minutes to figure out how to make the inbuilt Samurai 2 game work with the hardware controls. Funnily, Mitashi had already configured one attribute, that is slashing of the sword. Along with this, you were supposed to do the rest and I just couldn't figure it out. Not me and not even the colleagues that had given to for testing this. In Mitashi's defense, no hardware-driven game company can actually configure touchscreen controls for its hardware controls. This is not only a tedious task, but something that I don't think Mitashi of all companies is up to. So would I recommend this? Absolutely not. I'm okay with the clunkiness and the unintuitive part of the console, but what I'm not okay with is the price point. This console costs about 6,800 rupees and that's quite a bit, or a street price of 6,200 rupees. At this price point, you can get the Sony PSP, which is the best gaming console that you can ever get. Yes, the games of that console do cost about 1,000 rupees each, however, it's still a better deal. At this price point, you can get Android phones which do a much better job. That is, they got better screens and they got better hardware to boot. So taking all that into consideration, we rate the Mitashi Gaming Thunderbolt gaming handheld device at a mere 2 out of 5 stars. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching the video. Do not forget to comment and subscribe to this channel. And also do check out a detailed Gaming Thunderbolt review on Tech2.com.